Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Monday, where every Monday I post a new video. In today's video, we're going to be making a Santa boot ornament using a toilet paper roll, pair of scissors, red and black felt, fluffy yarn, piece of cardboard, and I'm going to be using these little ornaments that I got from Hobby Lobby, I think, last year. And before I get started, I just want to know how everyone's Thanksgiving was. I took a break from YouTube just so I can catch up with family and friends and not have to worry about trying to film a video. I used that time to visit with family and friends, people that I haven't seen for years. So yeah, now I'm back and ready to get into it with a new video. So now that you know what we are making, I am going to go ahead and turn my camera down so we can just jump into the video. And if I didn't mention it, you're also going to need a little piece of twine. Optional. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to grab your toilet paper roll, and we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to smush this down like this. And I'm just going to cut a small size off, like that. So now we have two. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right in here just to secure this down. And be very careful not to burn your fingers. So we're going to stick this in. And now we have two. That's what it's going to look like. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and we're going to grab a pencil. And I'm going to set this on here and I'm just going to trace around it. Just like that. And we're going to cut that. We're going to cut that circle out. And we're just going to cut off a little extra. So we're just going to cut off. We're not going to, I'll see if I can explain this a little bit better. So we're not going to cut directly on the circle. We're just going to cut a little ways from it. That way we make sure we got a little extra so we can cover the boot, the top of the boot. So I'm just going ahead and I'm not following on the line that I traced. I'm just cutting a little ways from it. And this is what you should have. Now we're going to take the rest of that cardboard and we're going to go ahead and put a good amount of hot glue right on the bottom. We're going to stick that there, and we're going to take the other one and we're going to do the same thing. And just so you know, you can also use this method to make gnome shoes or boots. You can use this method to make shoes for your gnomes. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut a little more of this off. Just going to cut this down a little more. And now I'm going to go ahead, put some hot glue right on this. Be very careful that you don't burn your fingers. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue here. And we're just going to go ahead, stick this on just like that. Push these two together, hold this, and let it dry. So now that you have it glued down in place, we're going to take our piece and we're just going to put a little bit right on top. And that piece of cardboard that you cut out, that you traced to cut out, we're going to go ahead and you're just going to stick that right down on top. And it doesn't matter if it fits properly or not, because we're going to go ahead and push it in and we're going to hold this and then we're going to cover everything in felt. So once you have that glued on, we're going to go ahead and cut this off. And this bottom is going to be the base of our shoe, or the sole. So we're just going to go ahead and cut around it. Go ahead, cut that out. I'm going to get as close as I can. Cut this out like this. Move this out the way. And I'm just going to go ahead and even this up in the back. And this is what you should have. This is what it should look like. So there's the bottom. And this is what we should have so far. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our black felt, because we're going to go ahead and wrap this in felt. And I'm just going to go ahead and give this a little cut. Peel your little sticker off. And I get my felt at Walmart and sometimes Dollar Tree. Walmart, you can get a sheet for 28 cents. And I'm just going to go around and see how I like it. I just cut a strip to make sure that it's going to go all the way around. And it will, but I'm going to give it just a little tug, because if you give your felt a little bit of a tug, it kind of stretches it out. That's one thing I like about felt, because you can stretch it and make it fit. So I'm just going to give mine a quick stretch. And now I'm just going to take some hot glue, and you're just going to go ahead and put some right on the base of the shoe. And I'm just going to hold this like this, and you're just going to put this right over the top. And we're just going to follow this all the way around. And I'm going to go ahead, put a little bit of hot glue on the inside. Do the same thing to the other side. Put a little bit of hot glue here and here. And we're just going to go ahead, tuck this in. So basically all you're doing is just going ahead and putting this felt all the way around the shoe. And I'm going to go ahead, grab a glue stick, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue down through here. And you can make your Santa boot whatever color you want. I'm going to do mine's black. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull here and here. And I'm just going to overlap it a bit. Put a little bit of hot glue right here. Just like this. Now this is what you should have. And I'm going to go ahead and put some hot glue down through here. And I am just going to go ahead and pinch this like that. Now we're going to take some hot glue, and I'm going to measure this out first to see if I want to cut any. And I don't think I'm going to cut any. So what we're going to do is you're going to squeeze some hot glue right down on top. So you're going to cover the inside of that with glue, and you're going to go ahead and pinch, push in. We're doing this exactly like we would do if we were making a gnome shoe. And I'm just going to hold this here and very carefully I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue right down through here. And I'm just going to hold this and pinch. Now we're going to take our glue gun and you're going to put hot glue right down off in the middle, which is going to be right in here. We're going to put hot glue right down through there. And just like we do everything else when we do our other shoes, we're going to go ahead and push this down and tuck this on the inside. So now that you have it all wrapped, this is what it should look like. That's it on the inside. And here it is from the outside. You can cover the bottom if you want to. And all you got to do is just put a little bit of hot glue right on the bottom. Go all the way to the end to make sure that it sticks all the way around. Now I'm just going to go ahead and place this down right on top. Then I'm just going to hold this here until it dries. So this is what it should look like on the bottom. So now we have everything covered. So now we're going to take our fluffy yarn and I'm just going to go ahead and cut a piece. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that fluffy yarn and we're just going to go around the top just like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the amount I need. So let's cut this. And now I'm just going to start here and we're going to just go ahead and wrap it around. I'm just going to cut a little more off. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to put some hot glue right on it, just like this. And we're just going to go ahead and stick this here and we're just going to hold this until it dries. And I'm just going to go ahead and go around the shoe. Put a little bit here. Hold that there. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Just going to put some hot glue around it. And we're just going to go ahead and put this all the way around the shoe. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right directly on it. And we're just going to go ahead, give that a little pull. And we're going to go ahead and secure everything. And if you want to trim it up, you can, but I'm going to leave it as is. I kind of like the look of it. So this is what we have. Now we're going to take our twine. If I find out where I did with it. So we have our twine, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a dab of glue right here and right here. And I'm just going to very carefully stick this in that hot glue and try to hold this here without getting burnt. And then we're going to tuck this side in. Hold it there. This is what we have so far. Right here, just like this. And we're almost done. Now, this step is optional, but I have these little hollies right here, and I'm just going to put one right on the boot. So I'm just going to go ahead and open these. I've taken one out. This is what it looks like. And I am going to just I'm going to cut this little piece off. I'm going to attempt to anyway. And I'm going to glue it right there. I'm going to get a new one. So we're going to try this again because my other one fell apart. So we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to put some hot glue right on the back. And we're going to go ahead and tuck that right here. And we're just going to hold this here and allow that to dry. So once you get your holly glued in place, I'm just going to pick all this extra stuff off. This is what you should be left with. Your little Santa ornament or gnome shoe. You can do anything you want with it, but here it is. Sorry, I had to fix my camera. Here it is right here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera up so y'all can see me. And yeah, that was it. Quick little fun craft. Here it is. Here it is with the, you can hang it on your tree or you can use it as decorations, or once again, can use it for a gnome. It's really up to you. If you like this video, please give me a like and a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, and go ahead and join my YouTube family. And with that being said, thank y'all so much for taking the time out to watch one of my videos. I would love any suggestions on anything that y'all want me to try to make for an upcoming video. That would be much appreciated. So yeah, thank you again for watching. I hope you all have a very nice day. Bye.